Well, she took her elephant over to share wasabi.
To share wasabi. Really? Oh. Don't play over by my light.
Nanner, you're not
Hey.
allowed over there. Come on. Out.
She'll trip over cables. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Michael Jackson. Hello, everybody.
Big mouth.
Both are black with white faces. Both have or white gloves and have a thing for children.
Not exactly well.
What's Disney gonna do? Sue me?
Big roll joke. Guess what? We're live.
Hey. You are now watching Mad TV.
Why did I get a text message?
I don't know. Oh, God, I hurt. Anyway, it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. We're here.
We're here. No shit. It's been a long week. It's going to be.
It's been a long 2 weeks since we were on last.
Fuck, I still have to, like, there's still so much in this room to clean out. Like, I have no idea what to do all that kitchen stuff.
You've been on for a while.
In my way.
Why?
All those fucking crates. How? People have been tripping over it for the past 5 days.
How is that right there in your way?
I can see it out of the corner of my eye.
I don't care.
Hey, Michael, I missed you last night. Are you still doing the live streams on Monday nights? Yes. Yes, I just needed, I was still trying to get stuff situated.
Yeah.
I didn't have my computer up and running till...
What?
Oh, it was late.
Yeah.
I think it was like 9 by the time I was able to actually
get everything up.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that late. Was it?
It was.
I thought you had it set up.
It was 9:20 when we were talking about it.
Oh fuck, you're right. Because I got home late.
I'm like, holy shit, it's already 9.
That's right.
I wasn't able to use my computer until way late last night. So yes, I will be back on Writer Sanctuary starting Monday nights. I don't know if I'll be doing the writing sprints this week because I do need some downtime, but I will be back starting Monday, 100%. I just hope everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. That's part of what we're talking about tonight. Having to deal with Grandpa's. Well, how'd I put it in the blog post? Oh no, I put it in the community tab. It's dealing with Grandpa's being a hoarder and having diagnosed ADHD.
Yeah.
Which means nothing got
done.
This whole area was under about 5 feet of cardboard and trash. So it took, what are you doing? It took a while for me to clean it all up, but we got it going again and kind of cramped. Going to be moving some stuff around in the back. And that shelf's probably going to go up against the wall so that Sam has room. But, man, I've had a really bad week too. I've been depressed for at least a week now. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't been. I have been too busy to be depressed. I'm just emotionally and physically exhausted. Having to deal with all that starting on Father's Day. Like we thought for sure. I didn't think Grandpa was going to make it, but he's doing good now. He's in his room now on his oxygen. Taking his meds. He's coughed far less now. I've noticed. That's what happens when he stops smoking.
It'd be better if he take his nebulizer, but he won't do it.
I didn't.
It hurts his lungs or it hurts his chest. Not inside, outside, because he has to breathe.
Oh no, he has to breathe.
He's like, I don't like it. It hurts.
Well, I bet you'd hate death even more.
Right? It is fucking cold down here. So every other time we do a show in your old office,
yeah, I'm hot.
I would get it'd get so hot, and I'd have to be like, so hot in here. I'm so hot. I can't deal.
Well, it's 20 degrees colder down here. I'm gonna bring down my thermal.
It needs to go right
gun.
there.
I was gonna bring down the thermal gun.
Oh.
and see how the temperature difference is.
I was thinking your temperature thingy that hangs on the door.
I left it in Ty's room.
You'll have to get it. It needs to hang right there.
Where's the other one? I have two of them.
I don't know.
I don't know about. All right.
But so I'm sitting here. So normally I'm like, it's so hot in here. I can't. I'm like sitting here and I'm like, I'm cold. Like I'm like holding myself.
Normally it's like
cold.
80 degrees in my office by the time we do the show.
It's cold.
That's with the air conditioner being on.
Yeah, and you have, is it open or closed?
Yes, it's open because I thrive in the cold.
Yeah. I told you that was going to be one of the bonus things about coming down here.
I've been sitting here all day in a tank top, just kind of, yeah.
Right? That's one of the things I love about coming, like, having my bedroom in the basement. I'm like, no, guys, I use a heavy ass blanket sometimes too, year round.
Mm.
Everybody's like, Mom, why is this blanket still on your bed? I'm like, because I'm fucking cold. It's cold. Like, you guys are all upstairs, all like, you'll have your window open. You're like, it's so hot. And I'm like, night, everybody. Night. I'm going to use the blanket.
Yeah. Actually, having the air conditioner on during the day, and then I have my I have a tall oscillating fan, and it blows the air from my bathroom directly into the bedroom.
That's
and it takes that cold air right out of it.
That's super great.
So by the time I go to bed, even though it is warmer upstairs, it's nice in my room.
Yeah.
Because I have the two vents. I think I still have them blocked in my room, and then just the bathroom vent.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm really sorry about Grandpa. Yeah. He would be too.
Yeah, he's doing much better though. I mean, he's doing so much better.
Yeah.
He's mad about
cool hours is always much needed. Yes. Oh yeah. Well, I told Ty, when you move your desk in here, you want to put your desk right above the vent. Why? Because it cool your nuts off.
What do you say?
Oh. That's a good point.
I'll never forget the first time the air conditioner kicked on. I can't remember. Maybe in your room? I think it was in your room. Because in your room, that's where the air blew, and you were like, whoa, that's going up my shorts.
Oh, where was that?
I think it was in your room.
Oh, yeah, when I had my desk in my room.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, because I had this desk right above that one vent in the corner, and it kicked on and went right up my, I was wearing the...
basketball shorts.
Yeah, my basketball shorts. Like, woo!
Yes, Grandpa's the guy that orders a bunch of fast food and then doesn't leave his room. That's him.
Yep. That's Grandpa. It's Grandpa Dan.
It's my stepdad. Yeah, I came down to say goodnight and happy Father's Day. On Father's Day. Oh. And unfortunately, I was drinking.
I was drinking.
Mike started drinking at 1:30.
That was 1:30.
1:30.
Dahmer brought over the Fireball for Father's Day and figured, well, I can't fit both gallons up there, so I might as well finish
this one. It might convince me to drink with him. I didn't even come down and change my clothes when I got home. Nothing. Like, I was still in complete work uniform. About 10 o'clock, I'm like, I have to go to bed. I have to work tomorrow. I have to go to bed. Happy Father's Day. Gotta go. Come downstairs to tell Dan Happy Father's Day and check on him, and he just wasn't responding properly. I don't want to say he wasn't, like, when I say
he didn't respond to me at all.
But when I say he's not responding, most people think like completely.
Well,
he wasn't.
When Sam came up and got me, I came down and I went to go check on him. He was in the fetal position at the head of his bed, staring straight up at the ceiling, shivering, like violently shivering. I said, Dan, why don't you put on a blanket? It's fucking cold as hell down here. Nothing. He didn't even faze him. Normally he laughs at me. This time it was just he was focused on the ceiling, so that's why I told Sam call.
Yeah, so we called, and then it's just been chaos ever since.
Yes. Chaos finds a way.
Dan got to come home on Friday. He only had to be in the hospital until Friday. Yeah. But we had to switch everything around because he's not allowed in the basement anymore, which is kind of what we said. If anybody watched the little short that I did of us sitting outside. I can't remember which channel I did that for. I think it was rolled into one big meeting.
I think it was this one. Oh no, it was Friday Sanctuary.
I thought it was this one.
No, it was Friday Sanctuary.
Okay. Oh, I can use your armrest.
No.
touching me.
Slide over then. Fuck away
The
from me.
dog's in the way.
Kick her out of the way.
No, it's fine. He's being good.
At the moment.
She's being good. I'm okay with it.
Chewing on an elephant.
But anyway, so he got to come home on Friday, and he was doing so much better, but everybody kept looking at me like it was crazy. So we're gonna go into our topic here.
Oh, they were looking at us like we were his
Oh,
caretakers.
Do you want to go over goals first, and then I'll go into the topic?
Red. I don't remember
Red.
what my fucking goal was.
Okay. This is from 2 weeks ago. Mike was 1,200.
Oh,
45
steps.
What?
12,500 steps. Dang, I didn't get that.
Okay, mine was to track all my food. I did not do that. Neo was to get 10,000 steps 4 days this week. Chris was supposed to Instapot 3 days. And Ty was going to work on weight building.
See, and Neil says, red.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're all red.
Red.
Red all the way down. Hey, Katie, how's it going, buddy?
Red.
Red. This sheet is red. It is
I don't know
the
about
sheet
person.
that we read.
Okay. So, the reason I wanted to talk about this topic is...
Green today. Ooh.
Ooh, good job, KDC. Is because everybody at the hospital...
Yeah, Chris isn't here yet, so there may be hope.
Kept looking at me like it was dumb for a few reasons. One, the paramedics show up, and they have to drag Dan out of his room. Because they can't really get to him, so they like hooked pants under his arms. Dan's not super heavy or super big, and like physically drug him out into this living room area. That's why that chair was randomly sitting there for a while. And put him up on a chair, and they're trying to get him to react. And they're asking me questions. They're like, what's his medical history? Does he is he allergic to any medications? What daily medications is he taking? And I'm standing there and I'm like, I don't know. He had 2 heart attacks. He has 2 previous heart attacks and has COPD. I don't know what medications he's taking. Probably none. I don't know if he has any allergies. I don't know. And they're taking a look. They like took video of his bedroom because it was
bad.
It was bad. And they're like talking about this basement and how bad it is, and it was so stressful. I grabbed his wallet, and I'm holding his wallet and my phone. For anybody who is watching this video, I have his wallet and my phone like this, and I'm like, I have his wallet. So she's like, I'm like, I can send this with you. It might have some information. I don't know. She just took his ID, so she had his birthday and his name and everything like that, and left me the wallet. And I just follow him upstairs, and I'm standing outside, and I wasn't drunk, but I had been drinking. And I'm like, do I go to the hospital? How the fuck do I get to the hospital? I don't know how to get. I can't drive. I've been drinking too much to drive. Erebeth was gone for the night. She'd gone out with a friend. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll call Erebeth. I have mom. Finally, I called mom because my mom knows the answers to Dan's questions. So I was like, Mom, I need you to wake up, because I'm like, I need you to focus. Does Dan have any medication allergies? What are his diagnosis? And turns out it's not COPD, it's emphysema. And there's a slight difference. Apparently some people at the hospital were like, yes, there's a difference. Others were like, no, it doesn't matter. It's all lung and heart related. But I'm standing there on the side of the street as they're loading him in the ambulance, holding his wallet and my phone, still in my work clothes. I'm like, I don't know what to do, guys. I
was like, first thing that ran through my mind was, we can just jump in the truck and go. And then I stopped and think about it. I'm like, wait a second. I don't know about Sam, but I was liquored up.
Yeah. So I called Donovan, and he came over and picked me up, and we go to the hospital. And at this point, Dan, they restrained him because he kept trying to pull out his IVs because he was so confused. And he was so confused because of the lack of oxygen. And they're asking me all these questions about how he normally is and why I didn't take better care of him, essentially, is, what they're asking me. And,
Well, I'm not his fucking caretaker.
well, and I'm like,
He was a perfectly functioning adult until about 5 minutes ago.
I'm like, I rent a room in his house. I'm not his caretaker. I don't, what? And they're, then they're like, we might have to put him on a ventilator. And would he want that? And I'm like, I don't know. And I can tell you, there's been a lot of times in my life I felt pretty fucking stupid, honestly. But I don't think I have ever felt more
Stupider?
stupid. I don't think that's, but it's not grammatically correct. But
She put her elephant over there. Oh,
no.
right.
Then standing in the hospital while they're trying to give him the best care possible, and I'm thinking he's gonna die, and just being, and having to tell these doctors, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And when they finally got him up, they took us back to the emergency room when Donovan and I got there, and we got to sit in the room with him. And at first he was just, his movements, he kept moving his hands, and that's why he was restrained, because he was just trying to pull his stuff out. By the time they were ready to take him upstairs, because they told us they were going to admit him, and I'm like, yeah, you are. He's either dead or you're admitting him. He's not going home with me right now. Like, he was purposely making movements. He was reaching up and adjusting his mask. He was able to give thumbs up to answer a few simple questions, but he was still very confused. So I was like, I don't, and by the time I left him, and they were no longer talking about putting him on a ventilator, because he was improving enough. And I got on the phone with my mom while I was waiting for my Uber at 3:30 in the freaking morning on a day that I was supposed to go to work. And I told her, I'm like, Mom, if you ever make me feel like this at a fucking hospital, I will kill you right there in front of those doctors so that I don't have to answer the damn questions. She's like, what are you talking about? And I told her, I'm like, you can't imagine how stressful that was, being the caretaker, and not necessarily the caretaker, but the only human being that's coherent at the hospital with this person, and not having the answers, and not knowing what his wishes would be. Not
Dan's such a private person, though. I mean, he doesn't talk about shit.
No, but it's to be that person in the hospital and not have that information was so difficult for me. And that's what I told my mom. But my mom and I have had these conversations. She's had these conversations with Dan, so she actually knows the answers to these. But I wanted to talk tonight about how important it is for a person in your life, most likely the person that's going to have to make those decisions for you if you're in the hospital and can't make them yourself, or that's going to go to the hospital with you, to know the answers to these questions, to know what your wishes are. And I have a small list, and we'll go over each one individually, but I'm going to go through my list here.
Let's see. Neo says, I barely know vital information for myself, so unfortunately no one else has it. They would have to guess. I think when I find out something, I will tell my nearest siblings so they have it too. If determined people can bypass caretaker, even caretakers have to sleep. Yep, but the problem is that we're not even caretakers. He was a perfectly functioning adult. And then, I don't know what the fuck happened to him on Father's Day, but he wasn't wearing his oxygen mask, wouldn't keep it on.
It was a COPD flare-up from not taking his meds, and pneumonia. It was a lung infection, essentially, that just caused him to not be able to process and get the carbon dioxide that he needs to out and enough oxygen in.
Well, I threw away his cigarettes, so.
There it is. I was like, what am I?
And I've noticed that he hasn't been coughing nearly as much.
Okay, so the list that I made that I think is important that you need to figure out and have this conversation, and it can be a hard conversation to have, but your reaction to life-saving measures, and I'll go through each one.
Save my ass.
What your allergies are, the list of your
Metamucil.
current the list of your current medications,
Advil.
any previous medical conditions, and your final wishes.
Can't think of any previous medical conditions. Best now.
Um,
I can't think of anything. Like,
no.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hardly ever out of the hospital for any reason.
Yeah.
Manners.
Manners. Leave the kitties alone.
So.
So things like life-saving measures. Would you want somebody to do CPR on you? Would you want to be on a ventilator? And if you do want to be on a ventilator, how long are you willing to be on the ventilator?
Hey, so CPR depends on who's doing it. So, I've seen those guys that were in the EMTs. I don't want either one of them. I don't want to open my eyes and see that big guy blowing into my face.
Hey, what about the two cute little
That works.
ambulance girls?
She was like 5'2". Well, since you're blowing.
They don't blow anymore. They mask.
Well, she can mask me any day.
Banana.
I'm all for staying alive.
Okay.
Banana bread.
Leave kitties alone. Come get your elephant and come over here.
Get her elephant. Problem is, some people confuse talking about final wishes as something going to happen soon. They don't think of it as being prepared. Well, yeah, it's like with Dan. He was fine. I brought food down to him a couple of days prior.
Thursday is the last time anybody had a conversation with him.
He gets these mounds of Dominoes that he eats. That's his shopping.
And it says, if it's CPR or death, I'm choosing CPR. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people don't. Some people who are frail and old, because pretty much CPR is going to break a rib, at least one rib. Okay. So like.
Not when you have an adamantium skeleton structure.
Do I let her chew the cardboard box or do I take it away? Okay. But so things like that, like, do you want life-saving measures taken, or do you just or do you just be like, nah, fuck it, let me die? Yeah, you are. And it's one of those things. Well, I love that you say that because you joke around all the time about, nah, just let me die, I'll sleep and blah, blah, blah. But then you're like, no, save my ass.
If I die in my sleep, don't feel bad, at least I get to sleep.
But then at the same time, like,
if I have pneumonia,
save my ass.
And I'm dying.
So one of the things my mom told me, and I think this is great, and it's something a lot of people should do, in my mom's notes on her phone that she has saved, and I actually think I'm going to have her put it on a Google document and share it with me, is a list of her known allergies and the medications that she takes. Her current medications. She has them saved.
Yeah, see, Diana, I'm not that lucky.
So
karma and the universe aren't done beating on me yet.
But I think that's a great idea, especially for somebody who has a few chronic illnesses and takes medicine every day. Yep. So for her to have, I'm gonna have her switch it to a Google document and share it with me. Just a list of your current everyday medications, if you take any, and what your allergies are. Especially, like, mom's allergic to penicillin, and there's a couple other drugs that she's really allergic to. So knowing that going into the hospital those are pretty important things to know. Yeah.
The only thing I'm allergic to medication wise is Metamucil. I doubt they'll be feeding me that.
Right.
Unless I have a blockage just killing me. But then they just give me that stuff that they give for colonoscopies. Fucking fleshing you right out.
But okay.
You shit out stuff that you ate when you were 9.
Here's another thing you should talk about that's important to for when I talk about life-saving measures. Do you want to be put on a ventilator if something's wrong? do you want to be put on a ventilator? Now, my rule, I love what Dan told me. He's like, well, yeah. Dan's like, yeah, but no longer than like a week. I mean, if it looks like I'm not coming off, then unplug my bitch ass. That's me. That's what I
Yep.
say. But
Keep
yeah,
me plugged in as long as the money holds.
see,
Because you never know when I'm going to come out of it.
Yeah, see, if I don't have brain function or I don't have, then unplug me and donate my
And
organs.
I have a tendency of making magic happen when you least expect it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like 2 hours away from snapping out of it and just for someone to say, nah.
But, like Dan said, he goes, I wouldn't want to be on it for like longer than a week, or if it looks like, he goes, I'd be on it longer than a week if it looks like I'm going to come out of it. He goes, but for the most part, yes, but not long term.
My eyes couldn't stay shut that long.
Right.
6 o'clock or 5, my 5 o'clock alarm would go off my phone. I'd wake up.
Not if it was a medically induced coma, and that's what they talked about doing.
That's what, it'd be a coma, and it'd snap me out of it. Time to go to work.
I don't even know if I want to know what she's chewing on.
She needs to chew on it away from my damn light, though.
Hey, we're here. I think
Ew. Damn it. I don't know where the hell she got that.
Anyway.
Keep talking all good.
But, especially like the allergies that I have are to a pain med, and it's not a real allergy. It just makes me irrationally angry. And if I'm out of it enough that somebody else is is having to say being irrationally angry while in a coma is gonna be the least of my worries. Like,
I'll be angry in a coma.
But I'm saying, like, pain, like, my allergy is to a pain med because how I react to it is it makes me just want to commit murder. I don't know why, but when I take it, I literally become irrationally angry.
Comes out of coma all stabby.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, instead of using the information on phone, people used to keep it in their wallet.
Yeah.
A list of allergies and whatnots.
Mm-hmm. And again, if you take, not everybody does, but if you're one of those people that take medication daily,
Advil.
Besides Advil, having a list of those medications so that doctors know what's going to interfere or how things are going to affect you.
They need to know that shit.
Yeah.
Some drugs don't play well together.
Exactly. So if they're trying to give you something that they think might save your life but reacts poorly with something that you take every day, then it's going to be a problem. Or previous medical conditions. Like, for example, Dan with his previous heart attacks. They needed to know to take a look at his heart. They needed, with my mom, she has very severe asthma. And so they need to know to be aware of her breathing. Things like that. So it's very important that hospitals and doctors that you're working with, dealing with, know what they're coming into.
Yeah.
I'll
be sure.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Oh, and finally, your final wishes. Because like Neo said, a lot of people think your final wishes are if something I'm sick with cancer, I'm dying, these are my final wishes. But what happens if tomorrow I'm driving to work and I die in a car accident? But we had never talked about what happens to the kids who gets your life insurance.
I sell everything, including the kids.
How do you want to be buried? Do you want your organs donated? Because shit happens in the real world. People die. Healthy, young people. We know this more than a lot of other people. Healthy, young people die. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so many people don't like to have that conversation, don't like to have what?
What's today?
It's only June.
June what?
No, Thursday. Ty and I have plans Thursday. It's okay. Sorry. Speaking of healthy young people dying, and people don't let, especially younger people and people who have young children, don't like to have that conversation.
Some things it's like tempting fate. You talk about it, it's going to happen soon. That's what Neil's saying.
Yeah, but it's important, especially again, if you have young kids, if you have kids that are under the age of 18, that it's best to put it in writing, but it's that somebody knows what to do if something happens. Again, what your wishes are. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be buried? I fucking don't. Do not put my ass in the ground. Unless you're gonna cremate me and then plant a tree, I'm totally cool with that.
Planting the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, and I told you what I wanted. You remember?
You want a piece of you put in a jar and the rest of you cremated.
Just in case they perfect cloning.
Yes.
That way they have something to clone. I mean, come on now. Who wouldn't want an army of this? No, but I have my reasons why, at least my pinky, I think, or any part. That's what I was DNA.
Any part.
That'd be weird.
That'd be so weird. But
Oh, the idea of planting trees. Hey, that yeah. Gordon Ramsay had a very fatal biking accident. I'm glad that legend's still with us. So yeah, you got to see the freaking. He showed the bruise from it.
Yeah.
It's like purple all the way down one side. It's like, oh my god, that literally hurt.
That's nuts. But I mean, a lot of, again, people don't like to think about it. People don't like to talk about it, and it's sometimes a hard conversation to have. And you think it's weird. You think it's weird, but it's easier to have that conversation as young people. I feel like it's easier to talk to you about this, or than to think about your parents who are getting up there in age or anything like that, because you don't want to talk to them about what happens when you die, Dad.
See, and I know what Dad wants.
Manner.
Dad, for the longest time, told us that we should grind him up and feed him to the dogs. Because once he dies, he doesn't give a rat's ass what happens to this form.
Manner.
Because
quit.
Can't take it with you when you go.
Quit being naughty. I was just talking about how good you were being.
And let's see. As for with Dad, and like Dad's never had a heart attack, but he has a pacemaker. And he has a disease that nobody can identify. So I don't know what to tell you, Doc.
But I mean, I really do feel like it's easier to talk to people about because in a lot of younger people's minds, and I still vaguely have this feeling a little bit, it's so long till I die. I can casually talk about, oh yeah, if something happens to me, but I'm old and it's not.
Is it?
I know. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like people 40 and under, I feel like once you start hitting 40, you start going the other way. You're like, no, I don't want to talk about this. No, I don't want, we're not gonna talk about this.
I was 36 when my midlife crisis started. I want to be 48 this year.
You're fine.
No, I'm not.
But
I'm too old.
You're not too old for anything.
Yeah.
To eat on the children's menu, but that's okay. You're almost old enough to eat on the senior citizens menu, same discount.
No. No, they eat the children's menu. Like, that is not where my mind was at. But then you added it. I'm like, she's only 27. The fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Actually, most of the women I'm attracted to are like 36, 37. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want kids though.
No.
I'm too old for that. They're eating the kids' menu. I'm already getting AARP mail.
Right?
Fuckers.
Not back there, Nance.
We see that you're getting older. That.
Yeah, see, KDC says most Americans do not plan for retirement, and it's a big issue right now. That's very true. So many don't plan for retire, but at the same time, most people don't retire. They just work till they fucking die in America.
Yeah, well, it's like that chart that I saw a few days ago.
Yeah, you were talking about it.
The average retirement is here in the States is 78, but the average life expectancy for a man is 75. So I have to work 3 more years after you're dead before you can retire.
And KDC
Yeah.
says many retirees are going back to work because they outlived their retirement fund. That's very true. Because they planned the retirement funds they did not plan for the kind of inflation that we have.
Well, I don't have any kind of retirement going.
No, you're fucked.
Yeah.
U.S. Hope House paid off. You're working until you die.
Yep. But, I love what I do, so it's not really work for me. I enjoy my job. I enjoy what I do. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I retired anyway. You know what I'd do with myself if I was to retire? The same shit that I do every day.
Yeah.
Write books and blogs. And make videos. I'll be making these until I'm like in my deathbed, I think.
Right.
My last one will be a TikTok and oxygen mask. Do a TikTok challenge of no oxygen.
You're such a dork. It was like, nah, you're fucked.
Yep.
But I mean,
like a hooker hanging out on a boat dock when the boats come in.
Everybody who's watching needs to take a second and think about if something happens.
Let's see a question. I don't know if this is relevant. Oh, I didn't. But I come from a very abusive family. I haven't spoke to my mom in years. Is that bad?
No, cutting abusive people or negative people out of your life is not a bad thing.
No. Fuck them. I've cut all kinds of people out of my life.
I think it's important to think about in your life, if something were to happen to you, who is that person who is going to get the phone call of either you're dead or you're in the hospital or going to send your ass to the hospital?
I think you're my emergency contact.
Yeah, it's me.
It's either you or your mom.
It's me.
I think Dad is on one, but there's really not much Dad can do from Utah.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think I'm on your emergency contact on everything.
I need to meet more people.
What's wrong with me being your emergency contact, fuckface? I know more about you than any other person on this planet. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because the only person that beat me out was Brian.
Yeah.
And he's not here anymore, so...
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that knows me better.
Yeah.
I'm never going to date again.
But, I mean, so you think about those things. And, again, the person that's going to get your call from the hospital, who needs to know those answers? And while, yes, it is a hard conversation.
That's when you tell him, it's easy, Doc. He's indestructible.
I was thinking about it the other day when we were driving back from the hospital. And it was the two of us, and I'm like, "What happens, Sonic? If something happened to both of us?" Yeah, good question, right?
Well, I have no doubt in my mind that Mom would take her.
I'd rather her go live with Ashley first. She's only got a year.
Yeah. Yeah, if she went back to Utah, she'd have to start all over. So, honestly, I think retirement is what kills people because they give up on doing anything physically active or mentally stimulating. That depends. I know a lot of retirees who have traveled the world with their retirements.
At the same time, I know lots of retirees, like somebody upstairs,
Well, he didn't retire.
Well,
He was forced out.
but
And that last bout of COVID put him down. That was it. No more working for Dan.
at the same, I mean, but I know both. I know retirees who put their money away well.
See, and I would, like I said, I don't know if I would do anything other than what I do now. I love writing. I love blogging. I love making videos. I don't know if I'd ever retire from that. I love doing what I do with the green gigs. Even though they stress me out, I enjoy my job. So I have no intention of retiring. Who needs vacations? Pfft. Vacations are for the weak. What is what? Huh?
Eris wanted to know if I could feed Nanner. She's staying the night, but she'll be back in time to go to Sterling tomorrow. And I was like, you better whoop her ass.
I know she's 19. I'm having separation anxiety.
Who's Nanner? You guys can have separation anxiety together, okay?
Oh, well, fucking, yeah, it's not her dog, it's mine.
Okay, keep her.
I spend more time with her than anybody.
I spend time with her.
I even rearranged the entire basement so she can hang out with me down here.
I know.
Let's see. I love my job too, Michael. See, yeah, Casey's on it. I've been saving up for retirement for years, but I still haven't found love. Not me either. I had a 1 hour meeting at work today and felt more excited than I was before the meeting. Had a 1 hour meeting at work today and felt more excited than I was before the meeting.
He loves his job too. He had a 1 hour
So
meeting.
he enjoys. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm telling you, I am emotionally and physically exhausted. This past week sucked ass on multiple levels.
On so many levels. On so many levels.
I haven't had. This is the longest downtime I've had today. In the whole out of the whole weekend or week.
I'm telling you, going back to work this week was almost like a vacation.
I told you that
and
yesterday.
work has been so stressful. Work has been so mental. My job is so mentally draining. It's been so bad. But even that, I mean, I've come home exhausted all week.
Well, yesterday you were going to punch a bitch.
I was going to punch a bitch yesterday.
It's going to be Sam Stabbo.
I was fighting with Newark people today. That was entertaining.
So the whole accent going on and all that.
Yeah, it's fun. So I got it totally off topic, but I gotta tell everybody real quick. My Newark flight got diverted before it even left the ground. Was going to divert to Minneapolis to get fuel, because if they had to fuel it up the full amount to get to Newark from Denver, I would have had to take 30 people off a plane. 30. There were already 20 seats, and I would have had to pull 20 open seats. I would have had to pull 30 more off the plane for it to fuel up and be able to fly to Newark. So all these people are like, why am I going to Minneapolis? What is going on? And I was like, well, because
because science. That's what you should have said.
I was like, so you got thousands of pounds of metal sitting out there. When it's hot, air is thicker. When it's cold, air is like thinner. And both those things create problems with airflow over the wings, which means when it makes planes heavier or lighter type, they react different. When it's too fucking hot, I didn't say fucking because I don't cuss at work. I'm like, when it's too hot, they can't take off and land without you dying. So, do you want to get off the plane? Because 30 people need to get off for it to go direct. Well, I'm like, okay, then you're going to go get fuel in Minneapolis. That was my...
I just don't get people. They're
dumb.
Do they expect fucking planes just... Anyway.
It's magic. Planes are magic. To most normal, everyday human beings that have no concept of science, planes are magic.
Was it a 747?
No, we don't fly 747s anymore.
They ban them all?
Not all of them, but most of them. There's a few.
It's because people got tired of shit falling apart in the air. Some punching a B word sounds so funny in my head. I just picture that lady getting demolished.
Pretty fucking much.
I think it's insane how you have to figure so many things out early in life. There's so much pressure. Well, yeah, and if
Yeah.
you start investing in smart investing at a young age, then you have all kinds of money at the end. But
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't give a rat's ass about credit until like 2 years ago.
That's a little longer than that.
No, I didn't give a shit.
It was, Mike, you've been in this house for 4 years. So it's been a
Oh,
little
sorry,
longer
so
than
4
2
years.
years.
Right. See? I'm dying.
I mean, okay, all through my 20s and very early 30s, because it was my early 30s when both you and I were like, huh, maybe we should start paying attention to credit.
It was when we went to go rent that car.
Yeah,
My credit score was a 480.
Yeah. Both of us were in the
Like,
400s.
Huh.
And they looked at us like we were completely dumb for even asking. But all through my 20s and early 30s, I was like, what are they going to do? Take away my fucking birthday? Like,
No, I just can't rent a car.
Yeah.
Or buy a house.
And then I was like, oh, maybe I should be a grown up and figure out these things. But even then, I've cashed out every retirement and 401k I've had.
Yeah, I've got $700 in para.
Ooh.
Woo.
I am going to be, or I just turned 44 years old. I now have a 401k with United, and I've been there almost 4.5 years. And that's the only retirement that I have anything. I've worked my whole fucking life. I've worked since I was 15 years old.
I got you beat. I had my first job when I was 12. No.
Yeah, but we don't want to go there. We're not going to have that discussion. Who spent more time actually working? We figured it out. We're not going to go there.
Spent more time actually working. At what?
A job, having a job. Who spent more time having a job?
Well, let's see. I was at the IRS for 6 years.
Okay. 13 years we were together. What didn't I work and what didn't you work?
Okay, 13 years we were together, and I also ran my own business.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. How the fuck does that not count? I was bringing
No.
in 6 figures.
No, I'm talking about up until that point. What did you work?
Hey, no, I'm going to count it.
Go ahead.
I was working with Mr. Ursich the whole fucking time.
Okay, so that was 2 years before that.
No, it was longer than that. I was working for that man since 2005.
Okay.
I started the computer center in 2008, so that was 3 years. And then I still was tied to that fucker for another 5. You really want to? Don't.
No.
Here, we're going to stress me out now.
I told you we weren't going to go there.
Have you actually stopped talking to your parents or people who you were really close? I did. I stopped talking to Mom for
lots of years.
Yeah.
Lots of years.
15, almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we made amends, and I went back home. Getting a house is a big accomplishment through Bill Michael. House prices are on time high right now, and big corporations buying out homes left and right. Yes, and I was. Who has the bigger pair? Really? I'm a beat a hoe on YouTube. We're about to get this show banned. I'm about to commit some domestic violence.
That thing is, Michael could whoop my ass in a heartbeat. It wouldn't take much.
When have I ever? I have never.
Never.
Anyway.
What? You've never what?
Oh, I hit you once.
Twice.
When? Oh, that was your fault. Miss, I'm faster than you. I proved her wrong.
You have never hit me like.
Yeah, I've never actually full on pulled back and decked you.
No.
No. What it was it your foot?
Yeah.
She thought she could move her foot faster than I can.
We were only together for what? Couple months?
No,
you were living. You were at my house.
Was that the house? I thought it was in Iowa.
No, it was in Parker. It was in my apartment.
Oh,
Parker.
Yeah, on the couch. and she thought she could move her foot faster than I could smack it.
Mike's like, I am so much faster than you. And I'm like, no, you're not. I'm totally faster than you. And Mike goes, okay, put your foot up here and I'm going to hit it. And if you're
Move your
faster, you'll
foot.
be able to move your foot. I was like, oh, I can totally do that. Man,
Whack!
I hit my foot so hard. I was
Like your,
like, me.
it's like your foot didn't even move.
No.
Right across the top. Celebrity Deathmatch YouTube content creators. How can I stop feeling depressed about the past? I feel like I wasted a lot of time. Same thing I tell Ty, is that the past is the past. Live for the future. You can't really change anything. So
Rafiki. Okay, Rafiki.
that's true. Well, he sits there. Why'd you do that? Who cares? It's in the past. But he dwells on a lot of stuff from those teen years. I'm like, Ty, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Get over it, man. It happened.
It happened.
Move on.
Learn from it and move on. Mike actually is a good one.
Episode.
Maybe just Mike's a good one with this because he can talk a good game about this because because he did for a long time dwell on the past.
But I got over it.
Yeah. You just have to accept that shit happened and move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't change it.
No.
You can't. It happened. And there's nothing you can do about it except learn from it and move on.
In some instances, created PTSD, and then this exact same shit happens again 20 years later. Like verbatim. That was stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no fucking way. Like, that line from Die Hard runs through my head. How can the same shit happen to the same guy twice? Exact same situation. Names, everything. Long story. But it was stupid.
But, I mean, in all honesty, like, you have to move on from it.
Yeah.
Because all that concentrating and being sad about the past
just wastes energy.
It just makes you sad. And that's it. Because it's nothing you can change. It's nothing. Yes, it creates who you are. But even if you don't like who that created, you have that power within yourself to change that.
Have the power.
Learn from the experiences. Don't dwell on them.
Yeah. I don't dwell on anything now.
Not anymore. You used to. Like, you used to get really hung up on.
In fact, I think the defining crowning moment was when I saw her mugshot on Facebook or on the internet, and then I shared it on Facebook. Winner. Thank you guys. That helps. Oh, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, because again, you can't change it.
No.
Shit happens.
Let it go. Let it go. You know, I've never seen that movie. We have many people who come and learn how to dance to move on from the past experiences and find themselves.
Yeah.
I have a bad habit of dwelling on the past. Yeah, stop dwelling on it.
Ty does the same thing constantly.
Oh, yeah. Ty's the same way. That Frozen song is perfect. Yeah, I'm telling you. I've never seen the movie, but this song is like fits.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're a Taylor Swift fan, shake it off. Start going into convulsions. I'm shaking.
You're such a dork. Do you have anything else to say about the topic?
I'm a Swiftie. No.
Nothing else about.
Share your info. No, I think you covered it. Mine's pretty easy. I'm indestructible.
Oh, also.
And I'm not allergic to anything but Metamucil. Like I said, if I'm in the hospital, I highly doubt they're trying to make me shit my pants unless it's a blockage. And at that point, they'd give me the other stuff.
I got one more thing that I feel is important.
Oh, okay. What was the topic? Did you not read the title? Who knows the information about you?
Another thing you should have accessible, you don't have to share it with people, is like your passwords to things. If something happens. Like Mike, I don't think it's in this new computer. But for a while, Mike had a list of all his passwords for like to get into the computer and stuff like that.
Well, you know all of them anyway. All the important ones. I
Yeah.
don't think there's anything that you don't know.
But for a while, I didn't know your computer password. I don't know that I know your computer password.
The pin's the same as
Oh,
the
okay.
Yeah.
You can
YouTube changes layout so I can't view the video title. Who knows vital information about you?
But
how does this relate to fitness?
It relates to being healthy and
in case something happens to you and you find yourself in the hospital unable to respond, who knows vital information that's going to keep you alive.
Yes.
You have to watch the very beginning of the show. We talked about how Sam was at a loss when they were taking Grandpa out of the house because she didn't know shit about him. So we also talk about mental health, though. That's important. Yeah. Mental health is more. I think mental health is more important than physical health, because if your mental health is bad,
then your physical health
is going to be shit because you're not motivated to do anything. So I would say mental health is more important. I missed the whole beginning of the show. See how you are, man. That's what you get for hanging out with your sugar mama.
But okay.
Watch the replay.
So in conclusion of the topic, and I will go through.
In conclusion.
the topic, I was going to go over my list again.
Yes, and if you exercise, it makes you feel better. The two work together. I was working, though. That's no excuse. Lazy fucker.
In conclusion, the topics that we talked about, things that are important to share with the important people in your life. How you feel about life-saving measures, and how far you want somebody to go to save your life. What your known allergies are. Be that to drugs or important things that hospitals need to know. A list of your current medications, any previous medical conditions you have or current medical conditions you have, and what your final wishes are. Again, like I mentioned to Mike, what happens? Annika's 17, so she's not 18 yet, which means she still needs a legal guardian. What happens if something happened to me, like Mike and I got in a car accident, we're going somewhere together, and we died? What happens to Annika?
We stick her in a tent under the bridge somewhere.
Okay. Stupid things like that.
Figure out how to get down here?
Yeah.
Well, come on. I don't know how to get there.
The dog's there.
Whatever. Shadow.
No, the dog's on the floor, so she can't come down.
What?
But
anything behind here? I don't know if she can make it through there. Asked my sugar mom about bringing other women to the equation. Apparently, she was just testing me, and I failed the test.
Oh. I hate women who do that shit.
Well, then why ask? My brother is the most important person in my life, so I'm so thankful for him, and I still talk to my dad so he would care about me.
That's good.
Anyway, did you go over your list?
Yes, I just went over my list again.
I guess I was too busy fucking with the cat.
Yes. What's the date?
I don't know. 25th. She suggested it, though. I gave my honest answer and stand by it. Yeah, right? See? Mm-hmm. And I dated somebody in LA, and she's the one that brought up the sister experience. I didn't.
Okay.
There's Shadow. You haven't been on the show in a while. She has sores on her face. She's so pussy. I don't know how the hell you got them either. I don't know if you scratched too hard or what.
She doesn't know how the hell she got them. I should know. Say hi to everybody.
You haven't been on a show in a while.
Michael, what is your goal this week?
To not get stabby. Oh
no, that's.
I still got so much to do. I don't know, because there's so much I've got to get done still.
Take the. She's shit.
What?
No.
What is it? Down her throat?
Mhm.
Oh my god. Where's the other half? Holy shit, Nanners.
No. You were fine to chew on it until you decided to eat it.
Wow, she just pulled a rope out of the dog's throat. Hey, no. Uh-uh.
No.
No.
We're gonna have some celebrity death match
oh
on
my
YouTube
God.
after all.
My cat's gonna kill me.
It's me celebrity death match on Mike's lap.
Your goal is to not stab someone? Yeah. It's nice to see the kitty again. Yep.
Nope.
How's the dog? Stays the fuck back. Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
No.
That's,
What?
I'm telling you, a bulldog is such. Or do they have a lab?
Anyway, what's my goal this week?
I didn't have to fish a rope out of a lab.
No, he just ate it.
Yeah, my goal is to.
I said your goal is to not get stabby.
Okay. I guess that's my goal.
My goal this week
No.
is.
Why does she want this one so bad? She doesn't even go after Max like this.
She's just being naughty right now.
This one will fucking kill you.
I don't have a goal this week. I don't know. Guys, I need a goal this week. Is Neo still on? Does Neo have a goal this week? No? I don't know that Neo's still on.
Ow. My goal is to breathe. I'm on a 27-year-long winning streak and going strong. Work out one day this week.
Okay. Me too.
So wasn't KDC's goal breathing last time? That's kind of a cop.
Last time he gave me one was 4 weeks ago.
See how you are? Yeah, she's gonna kill you.
I'm gonna die.
Oh, she's gonna get her.
Nan.
Shadow's gonna fuck that dog up.
Don't have the dog. Okay. Thank you. No, the dog does not hurt the cat.
She's got a claw stuck in her face. What it is that Nanner wants to play with the cat, and the cat doesn't want to play with the dog. She's not aggressive with him. She just wants to play and chase. But the Greys,
they don't want to play.
Oh, that was deep.
Bloody nose again.
Yeah. Quit messing with
last night. Oh,
yeah. You can let her go. Shadow's on top of the.
Okay. I'm gonna copy Neo and do workout one day this week too.
She's gonna slash your throat.
Who's back there now?
Oh.
Is Shadow going after her?
No, Shadow's right there. Oh, where'd she go?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the dog's gonna get really, really hurt.
Okay, I'm just copying Neo. I want to do a workout one day this week. Might just be Monday, but that's okay.
I want to see this action you speak of.
Happening on the floor, unfortunately.
Yeah, behind my desk.
Okay, let me finish. Let me finish the last drink and you can have it.
She tries to play with, like, all the Greys can't stand her. That one is exceptionally violent, and that one will.
Oh yeah, she'll hurt her.
She'll slash your throat. Animal Planet, cross Colorado.
Let's see.
I'm at 188 pounds. My next goal is to get down to 180 inside of a week. That's kind of
No, not
pushing.
inside a week, just for next goal. But I put it on there.
Oh. No. I can still hear her growling from behind the desk, so she came down from there.
I know, that's what I said. Is she going after Nanner?
I'm gonna find the dog eviscerated tomorrow.
I think you can do it. You've come down a lot, Diana. You've done really good.
Yeah.
I just want to get back in the swing of
I think
working out and going to the gym.
This thing is awesome throughout all the crap that I went through. We lived off carbs and sugar for a week, and I lost a pound still.
That's awesome. Good job.
She just walked up the stairs.
She wanted to. She's like, text next time you guys are streaming, so I'm not walking out yelling whore.
Honestly, yeah, is that a common occurrence? You walk out this door, whore, cunt bag. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you filming your pets fighting go viral.
Oh, probably not. Yes, my Annika's text message tone is the Pink Panther thing.
I lose a pound every 2 weeks. Well, it's better than gaining it.
That's so great, honestly.
In the right direction.
Yeah. Annika's ringtone is the Pink Panther theme because when she was little, there was a picture of a Black Panther, and I was like, "Oh, it's a panther." She's like, "That's not a panther. Panthers are pink." Oh.
I haven't gained back any of the 30 pounds I've lost. That's awesome.
Good job, Diana. That's amazing. I gained back a lot of the weight I've lost.
Yeah.
A lot.
Of course, so did I. If you count the fact that I was at 213 when I moved into this house.
I've gained back about 30 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed.
I would have lost way more last week if somebody didn't try to kill themselves.
Right? I know, I was on a path to doing
really
good.
I was all green. I had all green all week. The first week. I was doing awesome. I planned on taking Father's Day off. Good. And then shit hit the fan.
From where I'm at now or from where I started, Diana?
How many pounds are you trying to lose?
So from where I'm at now?
What do you want to get down to?
225.
Oh,
from now?
Yeah.
192 pounds.
It's almost
That's what I'm trying to lose.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Miss wolfing down a muffin before the show.
The muffin was fucking good, okay? Fuck off.
It's a Costco muffin.
Yeah.
It's only 670 calories. Or a half.
For half?
I think so. Yeah. It's stupid.
No.
Look it up.
No, that's bullshit. No.
Stupid high.
I didn't need to know that. I thought it was for a full one. That hurt my feelings. Why you gotta be so mean to me?
It might be. I'm fairly sure it is for a half. I know something at Costco is like stupid high for half a serving. Or half of a... Oh, so tired. I'm so exhausted.
One muffin, $5.90.
Okay.
Kirkland,
blueberry.
maybe 609. 609?
Probably.
Okay. That's only for one. Yeah, 609 is the most common.
Freak your shit. 1,200 calories.
For one muffin? That's not okay.
There's a 4,000 calorie cinnamon roll at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It wasn't much bigger than
That
that.
was a hella good cinnamon roll, though. You've eaten one, you know.
Yep. There's no reason. There's no misconception as to why 2/3 of the country are overweight. Because we load everything with sugar and carbs. But instead of giving Brad or Chad a chance, she'll be with a guy named Weevil.
Is that what she told you to do?
Why Brad or Chad, man? You
Brad and Chads are jerks.
You couldn't pick the two worst names in the English language. Except maybe Adolf, but that's a different story.
That's a whole different story. Technically, it's not in the English.
Brad?
No, Adolf.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I stand by what I said then. Luckily, I'm not attracted to Chad types. Chad. Just
Chads are douches. I don't want to punch him in the face.
Brad. Brad's so pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
I would never name my kids either one of those.
Anywho, it was 8:10. Are we done?
A while ago. I could have said Myron. You just want to hit that guy in the face with a 2x4.
Probably has been hit in the face with a 2x4. Okay. I'm gonna fuck up this outro. Are you ready?
Yep. Every time it's different. So that's what's gonna be like today.
A train wreck. If you enjoyed this train wreck, please join us live on Monday nights on Crossing Colorado's YouTube, or Tuesday nights. Fuck. Shit. Fuck it.
Wow.
Done. I quit. Fuck it. No, unimportant.
Come on, you got this.
Nope. I quit.
Monday.
I fucking quit.
No, come on. You got
I don't got it. I just showed you I don't got it.
Yeah. Okay, take a breath and try again.
Take two. If you enjoyed this train wreck, please join us live on Tuesday nights on Crossing Colorado's YouTube channel. You can also occasionally maybe catch us on Spotify.
This one's scheduled for tomorrow.
You can also sometimes find us on the website. I don't know, maybe. Anything else? I'm done. I got nothing.
Jesus Christ. It's kind of
yeah, it's bad.
Man, you're a fighter pilot and you came across a cloud, and as soon as you went in, you're like, fuck this.
Pretty much.
You bailed on an $11 million plane because of a cloud.
I'm out, bitches. Yep.
It's all staring at the clouds. So pretty.
Go ahead. Finish that up.
Yeah.
Wrap that shit up.
No, I do my own.
Okay.
This is your show.
That's what we got, then. I don't know.
If you listen really closely, you can actually hear the wheels squealing across this pavement. Right before she hit the tree.
Right.
Sideways.
Even Annika says, wow.
Even the dog has more brain cells than you have a second.
I'm pretty sure it's true. Annika just said the dog has more brain cells than me. The dog's laying on the floor chewing on a bottle.
At least she's being productive. Double podcast Mondays.
Yeah, no.
Doing Ryan Sanctuary and Crossing Colorado at the same time.
No. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great week. We can do this.
And, yep, because...
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah. And I will be on Ryan Sanctuary Monday nights.
You didn't show off your shirt.
And, oh, I'm sorry. This is my Deadpool shirt I got for Father's Day. Deadpool.
There you go.
That dog is living the life. And she got a bottle. She's happy.
Favorite.
Hey. I'll be back on Monday night on Ryan Sanctuary. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the riding sprints. It really depends on how I feel. I do need some downtime after this past week.
Yeah.
If I don't, then I will get stabby.
Then you'll fit and you'll get red again.
I'll be red. What happened? I stabbed the delivery driver.
Yeah, let's not stab people, Mike.
Wish I had a nail gun.
No, you don't.
Because when Jesus comes and brings our order,
Don't finish that sentence, please.
yes, it is a nice shirt. Thank you very much, Casey. I like it. Thank you, Diana. I like it. Really. Alrighty, we're out.
We're out.
Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
We checked out like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.